This is the Wall Street. This is the Wall Street Beat Show. Crypto and crypto. And if you didn't know, now you know, bitches. There's Wall Street. I don't know. It's Crypto and crypto. Don't flip, yo. There's Wall Street. I don't know. It's Crypto and crypto. Don't flip, yo. Pause. I'm back. Nigga, Crypto and crypto. We got these indicators. Don't be a hater or a hoe. I gotta let you know we're making Crypto and crypto. Hit the like and subscribe. We're going on the run. I get excited when I buy crypto. I said I get excited when I buy crypto. You gotta keep your emotions. I said I get excited when I buy. It's time to settle the score. You don't want to trade crypto no more. If you don't understand that emotion, will take you.
Wall Street Pete's sick dough in crypto. If you want to learn how to make sick dough in crypto, well, it starts off with a positive attitude, right? If you're not waking up this morning, it's Monday, and you're dragging your feet like I usually do on Mondays. Come on, we're human. And we're going to talk about, speaking of human, well, I try to work harder than an ugly stripper than you, for you, excuse me. If I'm working harder than an ugly stripper than you, we're going to talk about that as well, but it's another topic. I'm just kidding. Put on a good song, put on a good beat, change your attitude, right? Be in a good mood. Only you can really control that. So every day talking about this crypto news, Wall Street Pete's sick dough in crypto, rising sun. Gary, good morning to you. We're going to talk about Arbitrum. ARB as one of the top crypto assets this morning. Why I want to talk about some altcoins and why I think it's very important for us to go over some of them, right? And a lost love, that's what the shirt says. It seems pretty wild for me. Why? I didn't put this on purpose. I swear, and I want to talk about a few things. I'm not going to put the sound on. This is for Instagram users only, but it's funny. This person only comment on the last video I did. Been watching you for a while without following. Oh, okay, so you're like spying on me. Seen you make a few wrong calls while stating you called whatever the outcome was not cool. For that reason, you don't deserve a like or a follow. I cracked up, and at the same time, at the end of the day, I kind of got a little disappointed because there was nobody backing me. We're going to leave this on the channel, and we're going to let people read that and say, oh, well, this guy fucking sucks because he said so. But he keeps watching, right? Nobody pays attention to the outside of the lines. You know, it's a shame nobody wrote back in my defense and said, hey, well, Pete's been right about a lot of things. The last video, we called exactly as predicted. Hit the like and subscribe. I don't have to tell you. We could use some love this morning. Apparently, Where is the Love, right? That song? Where is the love? Where is the love? Hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the bell on notification. Become a wolf today. We talk about 30,600 Bitcoin. And this morning, we're going to talk about some altcoins, and my Aave is down 11%, so I'm really going to pay attention to that this morning. These are some of the things you can do. Hex down almost 9. So some of the things I like to do, I want to see what's doing differently in the market than other things. Used to work on the New York Mercantile Exchange on Wall Street. So we actually worked there. We didn't lick the walls, eat the paints off the wall chips there. Some people may think we have. We actually did technical analysis, worked for some brokers, trade some commodities in natural gas. So this is a great place to be. I hope you're enjoying this video or your Monday and not in a bad mood like most of us, as this person may have lost some money. And as you know, we've been killing it over the time. We've been, I guess, 3 years now? Over 3 years now we've been live, doing live videos for you. So Instagram, you can hear more about that. So let's get into the charts. Let's talk about what's going on. Total crypto market cap, though. Pay attention. 1.18 trillion market cap. So we haven't fell off very much, right? 1.19 from when we were watching, paying close attention to it. So nothing's really going crazy here. So it seems like the money could be shuffling into somewhere else. Well, where would that be? What would be the altcoins? So we're going to watch out for that as XRP is at 48 cents. Dogecoin, we're looking at 6.5 cents, trying to break back to the 7.5. Solana looking pretty nice here. As you can see, up 8.5% in the last week. So we're going to analyze what's going on this morning. It's Monday. Like I said, we'll give a little TA on Arbitrum for Hugo. He deserves it. One of our followers last night that did not get to see some of it. So if you missed some TA on Polkadot, missed some TA on Jasmy. It was last night's video. We talked about it and how we think Bitcoin could erupt here. We're in a crazy volatile area here. So lots to talk about. We will get very big volatility moves up and down, obviously, during this time. So it could be a reason why some people are salty. Polygon Matic, right? It's really weird to see it at this price right now this morning. Up 10%, though. Looking pretty strong, as you can see. Bitcoin wrapped. Almost up 15%. Avalanche doing great. Almost in the 20% 8% range. So this is where I was saying we're looking pretty good. All the altcoins, I think we're going to get a few that aren't moving, right? So let's talk about them. One of them, well, Arbitrum, right? Thank you, Hugo, for talking about this and asking to talk about it as one of our followers for the last 3 years. Has been pretty bright. I do love some of his assets. I love some of his thoughts. What did we do? Well, we broke out of this pattern here. This yellow pattern could be an ABC-like correction. Finally breaking out, as you can see the candles. What we got here is a head and shoulders pattern. Looking to get the right shoulder. What may happen and how it can happen as well. I'm going to need to see something here. We're going to have to break above the 128 for our ARB, let's say. So that is an Ethereum scaling. We're looking to see if we can get this head recover we got. Now, can we get the shoulder to the upside direction here? Right now, it looks like we're getting a little bearish momentum first. So let's see what happens this week building in. Looking on the daily, we're very high on my oscillator, which is a little bearish. Not a big fan of that, so it could be hitting some resistance here coming in. But the long grand scheme of things here, we're looking for a downward spike. What is that? Well, it's going to take some days, but this is what we're looking for coming in back support, possibly hitting the 103 again, giving you a nice chance to rebuy and purchase your bags, and then potentially that is the move. And if that does happen, I wouldn't be surprised if that's exactly as what happens. Wouldn't surprise me at all. So, my buddy, if you're watching and you don't hit the like button and you don't follow because I don't deserve it, but you're still watching, you're probably one of my favorite haters of all time. So that's pretty cool. So you just keep on watching there, Slick. So what's happening here is we're going to develop the right shoulder somewhere around here instead of here. Looks pretty good. Could get a repurchase. Could get a good buy. What it would do is give you a double bottom pattern, be very bullish in this area, and then pop up. So that's exactly what happens in the bearish moment. Then we get the ooh, almost stuttered there big time. When you get the double top formation, excuse me. So good morning, Jackson, to you. Nice to see you. It's been a while, right? We haven't been doing live. So ARB is one of the assets I'll be paying close attention to. Not trying to keep this too boring of a channel, but if you remember, what we say, 513-ish. It came all the way down to 505 for Chainlink. So another one I'll be watching as we are getting the cup and handle formation coming in here. Looking to see if we could break through, obviously, break through and above at the $6.80 mark. If this does happen, I would be putting a long position to be very comfortable, knowing that $7.65 is going to get shattered. I would then be following somewhere around the $8 for Chainlink. So Chainlink is looking to be doing something different. As you can see, going long sideways, boring action in the downward slope. Looking to get a huge recovery, huge bounce coming in, hopefully in the longer term. But as you can see here, this is what may happen. And then once again, this may be predicted. Hit the like and subscribe. Give you a little bit of some support this morning as we're lacking lately. I feel like, people talk like that, and that's the only comment. What is going on? But that's your true hater. As I said, when you get a move like this would be a substantial move to the upside. So pay attention to that. As you can see here, sometimes you get this spike and then come through, and you'll get a nice little spike back up. And that's where we're going. We're heading in the upward. So the trend is your friend. So pay attention to this change. When that will happen is when we are above this price. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. So I want to be a little more in depth, a little more in detail of what is happening so you understand why the price is here. So the price is here because $6.76 must break above. And once that does happen, we have the next indicator telling us that we will be moving in this direction. The trend is your friend. As you can see, as I'm trying to show you here, same kind of move. That is when we'll be finished. Will it be 835 or 765? That is to be determined. So I just want people to understand that is what could be happening. Obviously, you can see a small cup and handle in here. So I'll have somebody watch this, a noob, not knowing what he's doing first day in crypto, and they go, oh, you said it was going to go all the way to 676. It's now trading $5.85, and there's your cup and handle inside a cup and handle coming back up, and that's what happens. So don't tell me what is going to happen. I'll tell you what's going to happen, but that is what's happening. Maybe some people are getting misunderstood. I hope you can understand this is a trend that keeps moving until broken. So I believe in it. It takes days, if you understand that as well. So 10 hours. In 10 minutes till the next daily candle. It'll be 8 o'clock Eastern time for us. It's now almost 10 o'clock Eastern time. So pay attention for the next daily candle to really show any results. You would have to wait 10 hours. So this is why some people get misunderstood, right? They watch a video and then they wait the next day and the price didn't happen. You have to wait for days for this to develop of what I'm explaining to you is occurring and coming. So a lot of the followers could be misunderstood, and I apologize if that's what's happening. So we talked about Chainlink. I want to talk about Aave, down 11%. Does anyone else want to talk about something that you may have missed last night? This is what I'm giving examples of. I want to find Aave. Let's find some Aave. I think it's time to sell some of the Bitcoin, right? 30,600 and do what I just did. Not financial advice. Just a gentleman twice as nice. What I'm looking to do now is find some of these altcoins that do. I can't find Aave, so I'll type it in probably to get to it. But I want to talk about one more, and we're going to talk about it right here. Cardano and Matic seems to be the other one. I'm pretty excited to see this. I have a little more time frame here. But pay attention to this chart now. This is Cardano. Pretty excited. Prime example for one of the altcoins that I think is doing a double bottom. And I want to take a big sip of this coffee here because, like I said, we're working harder than an ugly stripper for you if you want to get this. This was at, what was Spencer's. This is a great, great mug. I love this mug. I mean, if you're an ugly stripper and you're working in the strip club, you are in deep to do. So watch this daily trend here. Like I said, it takes time. Okay. How much time does it take, Pete? Well, this trend here for the double bottom pattern to develop on a daily, this trend here, ladies and gentlemen, took approximately 6 months. So this is probably one of the prime examples for Cardano ADA, showing an example of how a bullish momentum can occur. And you can see the bottom right here on my oscillator, same exact momentum. I'm very, very bullish in this momentum. I do like this a lot. What we see happening, boring sideways action in a roller coaster ride. Some stipulation. What happened? Well, we got some few days to the downside, very volatile. Why? Because we had Binance and Coinbase getting sued. You have to know what's going on around your area, right? So please hit the like and subscribe and understand why these are happening, why these certain events, and why these price levels can occur. The smart money buys, some of the money holds. I did not sell. Perhaps I accumulated more. I don't like to show my money on here. A lot of people love to show their money, and maybe that's why they have 10,000K subscribers and I don't. It's none of your business what we do, right? As long as we give and provide good information, you should be happy enough to take on this. Now, I see a double bottom pattern here very well. I like it. Bullish divergence coming in. What can happen? Well, we can keep trending in this area, which would keep you a little concerned. But if you watch on the specific day, we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days right here level at the 28.8 cents. So pay attention to that for Cardano, because once it breaks above, and this is what the problem is, once it breaks above 30.5 cents, you will then be able to find yourself pretty clear here, right? We got some pretty clear jump action of days that we need parabolic rally time. So I'm looking to take this on. What I believe we can get all the way to is about 38 cents. If this does keep moving and we get the cup and handle inside the cup and handle, and I want people to understand the price action for Cardano to be an exact situation. That's an upward W, ladies and gentlemen. But what ultimately is on a bigger time frame for like a week, this would be a cup. And then what will happen is they'll sell, and you'll come back down to the 34.5 cents, and you'll be like, what's going on? And then it could probably touch again. You'll see about 32, and it'll be a Fibonacci level, get an upward W spike, and before you know it, we'll be testing higher levels, and then the trend should be changing. Upward slopes in the upward direction. The trend will be your friend until we meet prices that we've been in all-time highs, perhaps. But if you can see longer time frames, bigger time frames, as you can see here, we would then start a cup and handle. We would then start to begin to erase all this dead time, which was a bear market. As you can see out on the weekly, though, if you spread out, zoom out when you're a little confused here, you can see the deadward spike here, right? Let's get some of all the indicators out, everything, even the drawing. And maybe you'll get a better see from it. Remove drawing. And now you can see what we're doing here. We can do that next, Jackson. RLC, that's a good one. But what I want you to see is that the accumulation cycle is similar to what happened before we exploded in the last bull market. So you got to really pay attention. It's a lot of times where this is what happens, and I think we preached this a long time now. Sideways boring action is your friend. Indicators on the bottom, when it shows longward spikes like this, well, you see what happened here. We got another jump to the upside during that time here. You got to watch that. And as you see, we're doing it again. Accumulation downward here. We're touching that oversold zone. So once you get to the oversold zone down here under the bottom box, there it is. Once you get to the oversold zone, this is the oversold zone right here. Once you start dipping to the oversold zone, well, that's when the buyer's pressure is going to get really big, and then you're going to see some buying pressure come in, some FOMO come in, and that's where you'll see some price action happen very quickly. So that's where we're looking, some boring sideways. This is an oscillator that I believe in big time. It's never failed me. And as you can see here from the over time frame, let's see, 2020 of April, and we're heading into the 4-year cycle for Bitcoin, right? Only like 300 something days left till this halving. Watch what's going on. So we're going to see if we can keep accumulating. So that's Cardano RLC. Let's get to it. For Jackson, he's been patiently waiting. And anyone else, please hit the like and subscribe. We do this for you. We talked about ICP last night. That was exciting. Yeah, you know me. Looking for RLC. There it is. There it is. All right. So we know same kind of thing now. I want you to see this. Ooh, I meant to go back to Cardano and bring it back to life. That's all right. I believe in my TA will bring it back. So same thing. And as you can see here, he's pretty on. I want to get rid of it all, start over. Each candle represents in a weekly. So understand each candle has an up and down price of a weekly format. Now, what I see from this particular move here is a big one. And like I said, this also takes a long time to develop. As you can tell, something similar here is happening, and that could be very well where we're at. And then we're hoping to get the right shoulder. But what we're looking for in the shoulder, and this is what I want a lot of people to really get and understand, is that that is your biggest resistance. And that is your biggest battle here for RLC. So pay attention to that right now. This asset for Coinbase, this is the chart, so it wasn't on, it based in, I guess it launched at this date and time. So you don't have too much weekly pattern here of May 2021. But with the little bit of time that we do have, you can definitely change the time frame and get a better understanding of what you're looking at. All right, play with it a little bit, see where we're at. Left shoulder, inverted head I like to call. Look where is the right shoulder for the opportunity of buying. What I see here is some selling pressure, perhaps a fake jump to the upside, then some down selling pressure. So there are other assets that they're paying attention to. RLC is not going to be one of them from what I see from here. So, oops, didn't mean to do that. I hit the back button on accident, so that's what we did there. Sorry about that. So RLC is not looking too good from that particular asset. Jackson, I apologize that we clicked out of there, but I wanted to go over this chart. I feel like this chart is really, really important for Bitcoin. For some of the viewers, starting in the beginning of this channel here, we talked about how 30,000, right? We were right here at 26,500. What did I say? Go watch the video. I said, please, there's a bullish divergence coming. And I know I said it in the hat, and I remember wearing the hat. 30,600 Bitcoin bullish divergence. Watch the chart. This is the pattern. We didn't break out of it yet. I said it was coming. This is why you watch the channel. This is why it's one of the best channels ever, because look, this was the chart. This was the pattern. And if you watch from there, we were saying that this was breaking out. And we were trading 26,500 right here. This is where we were. And I said, sell at 36. This is what I'm doing. And that's what I did. So pay attention to what is going on. We're getting scrutiny. We're not even getting support of anybody back. We were getting bullshit from people saying, oh, your calls are off. My calls are off. I said 30,600 resistance. What is that? 1 day. 2, 3, 4, 5, oh, my Count Dracula from Sesame Street. What are we doing here? Resistance, 30,600. It couldn't be more spot on. Cheers, ladies and gentlemen. Working harder than ugly stripper. I hope you have a wonderful day. My name is Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. I would love to go over more, talk about more. That wasn't that very helpful, Jackson. I feel very slighted on you. I apologize. My fat fingers hit the thing on the mouse and clicked this off. I was going to go talk about that price action, but that $2 price level, I am very confident. I had a little bit of RLC. I don't have it anymore, but if I did, that's what I would be looking for. So, Jackson, I do hope that does actually help you. I'm just I'm a big fan of helping people. We didn't start this channel, by the way, for money. I don't know if anybody knows, but 3 cents a like button. Every time you hit the like button, it's like 3 cents or something, and it adds up to a certain amount, accumulates, and they send you like a $100 check. Ladies and gentlemen, that'll go back into the channel. One day we'll do what we can. This channel, we're striving to help people. We're striving to just share some of the TA, some of the positive feedback. I love hearing some tips and feedback from you guys, right? We're not the expert here all the time. We just like to share what we've learned in the market, right? Trading in this atmosphere where people are screaming and yelling in an open outcry pit. Some people don't even know what open outcry pit is. They're like, what is that? We actually worked on Wall Street. We did some. We started this channel because we have experience. It's just... people blow my mind how we get the negative and we just let them stomp their feet and run all over. Stop watching the person get their ass kicked. How about say, hey, are you okay? Check out on the person. We are very selfish. We are a very selfish crew. And I'm not talking about wolves. I'm talking about human race. We're very selfish. So, Jackson, it does. I have a decent dollar cost averaging, and that's the best method. I do love this. I have a decent dollar cost average going in for it, and I hope it gets that bump. That AI bump. Okay, I'm having a hard time reading it. I have to spread it open. So, do love what Jackson's saying. I'm a big fan. Hopefully there ends up being a utility run. Yeah, I do hope that happens with a couple assets that we are currently watching. I just want people to understand that this is why the channel has started, right? We love cryptocurrency. We love charts. We love technical analysis. I hope one day we could just start talking about the S&P a little more. Let's do that. Is anybody interested in checking out the S&P? I really want to see that. I started breaking it down Many people like this. Many people are confused when they see it. But the S&P I do like a lot right now. A few things I wanted to break down for the S&P. 4 hourly, is that what it was? Or was it the daily? This chart here, I talked about it. I said, we're only 15.5% from the all-time high on the S&P. And a lot of people don't understand how important that is for the traditional market. What I have here is another 10.5% before we can really reach those all-time highs at 48. And you can see how we broke out of this symmetrical pattern, ABC-like correction for that. And it's coming beautiful. The trend is changing beautifully. You can see we're getting a little bearish divergence here at the top. On the daily, it's not a really good chart. As you can see, we're getting the exclamation point here saying that, it's not an up-to-date. We'll probably have to get a better S&P chart. But it's about as up-to-date as it could be here. Later on moving, it'll probably start losing its integrity here. So I'll have to get another chart going. But the S&P, ladies and gentlemen, is looking pretty bullish. Don't be fooled. We'll see if the support always holds at the 41.55. It's very important for that. I did mean to go over the S&P, so that's why we're doing that last minute. I may change the title to that. But if you see people in the negative comment section talking bad about this channel, please, if you've had a positive comment, I would really love for you to share it. I would really love for you to share it with them maybe. Maybe they need to hear it because I don't want the only comment on my channel being a negative a-hole or someone who just is ignorant and doesn't realize that this is a really good channel. And that, sometimes we can be wrong. We're not always 100% accuracy. I told you that before. That's impossible. So follow the macro, follow the FOMO, follow what's going on. Pay attention in the news. Keep your eyes and ears peeled, but don't listen to what everyone says. Do your own research. Do your own homework. My name is Wall Street Pete Sickdo in crypto. We battle the bears. We battle the wolves. We battle the bulls. I'll talk to you soon. See you in the next video. Please, in the comment section, if you have nothing nice to say, then don't say it at all. Hopefully your mama taught you that. Everybody, I know it's Monday. I know it's tough to watch a 20-minute video, but I hope you did get some value on this video. None of it is financial advice. I do hope it helped. But please continue to support your wolf and your fellow wolves. And that's very important, right? It's really hard. I want to say, if you've really battled through this bear time, if you've really battled through this trend here that we've been, this is the whole complete, utter shithole. Worst timing you could have gotten within the last 365 days of crypto. If you're still here, you are an ultimate warrior. I just want you to know that. So, Wall Street, Pete Sickdo in crypto. Have a wonderful day. The good times are coming, and I want you to understand that 2023, in my humble opinion, is the best time to accumulate crypto. See you in the next video, guys. Take care.